Hello, welcome back to The Joy of Practice. My name is Joseph E. Reed from Music Unlimited, and glad you're here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to have supervision. Now, this is all part of a series I'm doing on practicing. When people try to practice music or a lot of things in life, they come up against these struggles. Sometimes they feel overwhelmed, sometimes they just don't have a lot of joy in what they do. It becomes boring, or sometimes it's just really hard to get started. And so I have found a mindset, a process, these tools to help you really get the most out of your practice. So today I'm going to be talking about supervision. Supervision. So when you're thinking about practicing, it's really helpful, again, to break it down into smaller components. So you have your before you practice unit, which I call the preparation unit. Then you have the during unit, which I call practicing. That's when you're doing the actual work. And then after you practice, which I call play. So we're still in the beginning part, in the before unit, and just setting up your practice so that when you get started, it's really easy and it's really useful. And so other things mentioned before were, one, having laser focus. Two was being mindfully prepared, making sure your mind and your equipment and everything is ready. And so now this is supervision. And the main idea here is to use your imagination to envision, see your goals, see your future, see what you would like to achieve. And if you can see it in your mind, then it makes it much easier to accomplish. There's a saying by Napoleon Hill that says, whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. So there's a study I heard of. Now, I looked this up on the internet and I actually found like conflicting data on this story, like who did the study, when it was, and all that. So if you have more accurate information on this, let me know. But basically the story is this. There was a basketball coach that did an experiment with his team, and he split them up into three groups. And so the first group was supposed to just take a month and just shoot free throws, a lot of free throws, practice every day. The second group was told to not touch the basketball. All they were supposed to do is imagine themselves shooting free throws, right? Just envisioning it. So the third group was your control group, and so they were to not do anything at all. They didn't touch the basketball, they didn't think about basketball, and they just did nothing. So then at the end of the experiment, they got them all together, and it showed that the group that actually was physically practicing shooting free throws, they improved by like 24%. And the group that was only imagining themselves shooting the baskets, they improved by 23%. So like almost the same amount of improvement, but they weren't physically doing it, they were just imagining it. And then the control group that didn't do anything at all, they didn't really improve at all. So the basic idea is visualization is powerful. So it's really powerful and really useful to utilize your mind and imagine what you would like to achieve. Imagine your goals. Dan Sullivan from Strategic Coach says that setting a goal is like programming your mind. And it's similar to like Maxwell Maltz from Psycho-Cybernetics. He talks about the theater of the mind, where you imagine yourself doing what it is that you dream of doing, what you want to do. And the more you imagine yourself, the more you see yourself doing those things, it programs your mind, and your mind starts looking for opportunities and ways to make those things become a reality. Now, when it comes to practicing, it's not that huge of a deal necessarily to try and imagine, everything that could possibly happen. I mean, it's helpful, definitely, but I bring it down to a smaller level. So when I'm about to sit down at the piano and play a particular section, I focus down and I've decided I'm going to work on, these few measures here or whatever I'm going to be working on. My visualization is imagining myself accomplishing just that task. And I found that when I take a moment to see myself doing it, it makes it easier for me. I feel more confident. I feel more at ease. And I can see more clearly what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. And then when I actually do it, it's actually more fun. So the idea here is to visualize, use your supervision, your ability to imagine the future. And you can bring it down to a small scale, but just walk through the exercise in your mind. Walk through yourself playing the piece that you're going to be practicing in your mind. Take a time to imagine your goal ahead of time, and it will really, really make your practice a lot more successful. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe and share this with others who are also trying to get more joy out of practice. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave those in the comments section as well. Once again, my name is Joseph from Music Unlimited, and this is The Joy of Practice.